Hi, Ben Norman here, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how you can work from home more effectively. Now, we all know with the COVID-19 crisis that's currently sweeping the globe, most people have been forced from working in an office style environment to working in a home environment. And this can be quite jarring to a lot of people, and there are a few core things that I believe are key to being able to achieve effectiveness when working from home. My digital marketing agency has been remote working for probably 6 or 7 years now, and we have found that there are a few real key principles that as long as you get those in place and as long as the systems and processes are in place to support you, you are able to work from home probably more effectively than in an office style environment. So without further ado, let's get over to tip number 1. A dedicated space. You need to have a dedicated space. A shared kitchen table in the lounge of everyone else is not going to be very conducive with getting work done. There's going to be far too many distractions. You need to make sure that you've got a dedicated space, whether that is a spare room, a section of the house, or a part of the house that you are going to be left alone and able to work uninterrupted without hearing the chaos that will be everyone else at home as well. So firstly, you need to make sure that you've got your dedicated space set up. Tip number 2, remove distractions. Now that's making sure people know that between these times I'm working, please don't interrupt me. I need to be able to focus. Remove the distractions of having to go and sort the tumble dryer out, things beeping like that, trying to multitask with your favorite Netflix show or crazy music, things you wouldn't normally do in a work like an office. So if you're in the office, you wouldn't really have your phone on loud. Don't have it on loud at home. Make sure you remove the distractions that are going to interrupt you from your normal work. So this will enable you to work more effectively and basically just not get distracted every 5 minutes because that's just not going to help. Tip number 3, set your hours. Make sure you know what your hours and everybody else does. That's people at home and also people in the office. So they know when they can contact you, when they should contact you, when are you focusing, when are you going to be, if every day between 12 and 1 you're going to have an hour out of your family, then make sure that everybody is aware of that and build that into your hours. Tip number 4, set your goals. Make sure that you are setting your half daily or daily goals and your weekly goals. Understand what it is that you need to achieve and make sure that you've got the milestones in place so that you can achieve that. Because ultimately, whether we're in the office or we're working from home, the main thing that is important is that we are achieving the goals in which we've set so that we're actually achieving the thing that we're there to do. And lastly, tip number 5, plan your time. Plan the time in which you're going to be doing admin, plan the time in which you're going to be catching up, that you're going to be available for phone calls. When are you going to be in deep work? And again, make sure that you communicate these so people know when they can put calls through to you. Schedule time in to, if you're there, your whole family is there and you kind of want to build in time to catch up with them, whether it's 15 minutes in the afternoon to play with the kids or you will want to have lunch together every day, then build that into your plan. Make sure that that's all set and that everybody is clear that you're on lunch between these times. This is when you're available. I'm in deep work in the mornings. I'm going to be doing admin between these times and these times. So just make sure that you've got a plan and that you've planned all of the different parts of your day in so that you know that there is time for it all. And when you're in a certain time slot, you are able to focus on what you have planned. And like I say, as long as you've got the systems and processes in place that allow you to work from home, things operate really smoothly. The big thing I always say to people to build in is kind of social time with people at work. So book in to have that, a video call, like catch up, like, coffee break at 3 o'clock every day with everyone just for 5 or 10 minutes, just to catch up, have a chat, what's going on. It also gives you that kind of face-to-face time, especially if you are working from home and it is just you, because it is really important to kind of get that face-to-face time with people and not be kind of too isolated or cut off. I'd love to know what your kind of go-to strategy is for working at home. If you found any kind of big problems that you're trying to overcome. As always, drop me a comment below and I'll do my best to help.